Hi everybody, I have the great pleasure of being in the boardroom of the West Australian Conference here with Jorge Muñoz. For those of you who don't know George, he is the AUC Director, which means he is my boss's, Terry Johnson's, boss, who works from Melbourne. Glad to have you here, George.
Thank you, good to be here.
I'm really interested, so Mission to the Cities on July 29, we're going to be discussing in a room full of leaders what that looks like in Perth. But it's not just a West Australian initiative, is it?
No, not at all.
It's something that's bigger and broader.
Yes.
Give us some insight as to what Mission of the Cities is from your perspective and where it could go.
November 2015, as a union, we set a task of making sure that we would go back to the cities. And we have listed the Mission of the Cities, Mission to the Cities challenge as one of the 14 key challenges that we want to develop in this quinquennium.
Nice.
So the emphasis for us is to somehow have a presence in these places. We have 5 cities in this country that are over 1 million people.
Yep. Of which Perth is one of them.
Perth is one of them. And we have an average in this country of around 340 people per member. So one Adventist per 340. And yet in some of the bigger cities, one of these 5 ones, the ratio is totally different. We want to bring that ratio down. We want to have meaningful places and places that are representative of the church. We want to have centers of influence in those places. And that's why every conference is working in order to try to target in a meaningful way to those big, large cities. Not only the large ones, we've got small ones as well, but those are the main targets.
Yep.
Those 5 cities with 1 million inhabitants plus.
Yep. Fantastic. Now, George, each one of us are going through a 30-day prayer challenge.
Wonderful.
Where we're praying for Mission to the Cities in particular.
Sure.
As a leader, what sort of things would you like people to pray for specifically when it comes to Mission to the Cities?
When it comes to the cities, one of the things that we are telling everybody is connectedness.
Yep.
That is key. And all the different initiatives that we are putting out is so that people may learn how to connect. We want people to pray for boldness. We want people to pray for courage.
Yep.
And we want people to pray for that connectedness.
Yep.
And look, it doesn't need to be that you're going to do something huge, but at least begin to change the language. Let me give you one example. You go to the shop, instead of saying see you later or goodbye, just say God bless on the way out.
Yep.
So those are the kind of things that we want to people to start doing and to be involved, to create a sense of we are actually doing something. And the rest will be by organized programs that conferences will do, like the ones you're doing.
Yep.
And the union will do that, the division is doing that. So all of us are involved in wanting to push the aspect of Mission to the City. But those 3 things, if you're a member, boldness, courage, and connectedness.
I love it. George, we're really blessed to have you as leader Australia-wide, as we're blessed to have Terry as leader for Western Australia. And so I want to put the challenge out to these guys today to be praying specifically for our leaders when it comes to Mission to the Cities. I mean, we love Perth, this is our home city, but to think that it's like nationwide is really exciting. So.
And we look forward to hear what God is going to do. I mean, by hearing today some of the stories is great.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. So pray for our leaders, be blessed, and look forward to catching up with you again tomorrow.